Oh my gosh, guys, this episode was amazing. Yo, what's up, guys? LeftBurst here, and today I'm gonna be discussing and reviewing the newest episode of Beyblade Burst Chozy, which just released today. I really wish I could make this video sooner, but I have school, so I can't really record during school and stuff like that. I hate high school. Whatever, I'm just joking. School's pretty epic. Anyway, go to school, kids. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the newest episode of Beyblade Burst Chozy, episode 50, and let me just say, this episode was amazing. This episode was a battle, the long-awaited rematch battle between Aiga and Fi, and this episode definitely did not disappoint. There were like some crazy moments, some crazy scenes. Overall, I was like hyped throughout the whole entire episode. In my opinion, probably one of the best Beyblade vs. Chozy episodes, if not the best Beyblade vs. Chozy episode. Anyway, let's just get this review started. Actually, before I start the review, spoiler warning, of course, for anyone who hasn't seen it. So go check that episode out before you watch this video, and once you're back, let's just get started. So basically what happened last episode, since I didn't make an episode review last episode, what happened was they started the rematch battle between Fi and Aiga. It was a really intense battle, and it looked like Aiga hit Fi's Beyblade out of the stadium, Dead Phoenix, and it looked like Dead Phoenix bursted, which means Aiga would have won, but in reality it looks like Dead Phoenix's outer ring just popped off, which is really lame. I hate when they do that. It's like, oh my gosh, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the Beyblade bursted, and then you look at it, and it's like, oh wait, no, the outer ring just fell off. And also, another thing I'd like to note is that I think this battle is first one to burst. What I mean by that is that ring out finishes and spin finishes, they don't count as anything. It's only burst finishes that count. So the person who gets the first burst finish basically wins. I guess in Fi's case, the person who breaks the other person's Beyblade wins, because Fi doesn't really get burst finishes. Fi literally just breaks the Beyblade. It's like an overburst finish, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this episode starts off with Fi just looking down on Aiga and using his like evil aura. He summons. It's so cool. There's so many like different scenes where we see the avatars of the Bladers, and it's really cool just seeing the Phoenix avatar and the Achilles avatar go at it. Anyway, so the scene starts off with Fi summoning Dead Phoenix. He uses his dark energy, takes a hold of Aiga, and look at Aiga in this picture. Aiga is stressed, and you can tell Aiga is stressed because he's purple. He's so stressed that you turn purple. Anyway, so what happens is Fi uses his kind of dark aura and brings Aiga to this dark aura dimension, and in this dimension, Fi literally goes up to Aiga and whispers in his ear. Literally the creepiest thing ever. I don't know what he whispered, but I could just tell that it was super creepy just because the way he said it echoed throughout the whole entire room. It was horrible. It was disgusting. It was like the opposite of ASMR. Actually, no. Actually, it was fairly close to ASMR. ASMR is pretty creepy. Anyway, so yeah, of course Aiga is spooked by this. He's freaked out and he's sweating, but he sweats onto his Beyblade, Chozy Achilles, and Chozy Achilles glows, and I guess Chozy Achilles appears and shows Aiga that everything's okay. He brings back memories of Aiga's, of like his good friends and the happy times. He brings back memories of Vault, memories of Shu, and of course memories of friends at the Begama Bay Club. And because of this, Aiga was able to snap out of this dark trance. And after that, Aiga and Fi's Beyblade start glowing some reason. So Aiga's Beyblade glows gold and Fi's Beyblade glows purple. Why the Beyblades decide to glow, I don't know, base spirit or whatever. I have no explanation for this. Anyways, but it also seems like everyone in the stands can see that the Beyblades are glowing because everyone seems really concerned. And while everyone's concerned, Shu's the one that's not concerned. Because he's bladed a lot. He knows his spirit, and he sees his spirit within Aiga, and it reminds him of Vault, which is really cool because remember season 1 Vault and season 2 Vault, how he's like so epic and he had this awesome base spirit. It seems like Aiga also developed the same exact base spirit, the same exact connection with the Beyblade, and that's amazing. Also, where's Aiga? This scene just makes me think, where's Aiga in Beyblade Burst GT? He has to come back in GT, right? There's no way they're just not gonna bring back Aiga and just bring back Vault. I still find that really weird. I would think in GT or the next series that Aiga would be the one introduced first, and then maybe down the series we get introduced to Volt. But it's like opposites. Whatever. I'm getting off topic. Anyway, they start their next battle. Aiga launches Chozy Achilles in the stadium. Fi launches Dead Phoenix, but Aiga's wings come out, his unburstable wings, making the Beyblade unburstable. So yeah, they start the battle off. Aiga uses Chozy's Shoot, and it's basically Chozy's Shoot is a renamed version of Rush Launch. He just tilted his launcher, and the Beyblade goes at an angle, hitting the opponent rapidly with many attacks. And you would think because Fi is kind of getting destroyed right now, Dead Phoenix is getting hit by a bunch of barrage attacks, he would be kind of, I don't know, at least a little concerned. But that's not the case, because if you look at Fi's face right here, alright, here's a theme throughout the whole entire episode. Fi is extremely creepy. Like, oh my gosh, this guy is creepy. It's like, while watching this episode, I was just creeped out. I kind of just want to stop watching it because he is just scary. He is just weird. He's like quirky. He's creepy. Those were like 4 words that mean the same thing, but don't worry about it. I'm trying to sound smarter when I just use a lot of words. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, Fi doesn't seem concerned at all, and that is because we revealed that whenever Chozy Achilles goes in for an attack, Fi is trying to hit in those burst stoppers back in. As you can see, Dead Phoenix is trying to hit back in the burst stoppers on Chozy Achilles. And why you guys want to know why Fi wants to hit in the burst stoppers? Because if he hits in the burst stoppers, then he can burst Chozy Achilles and he can break Chozy Achilles and stuff like that. Apparently, you can't break Chozy bays unless you hit their burst stoppers in for some reason. That was evident in the battle with Shu. I don't know why Fi couldn't just like break Chozy Spriggan without hitting the burst stoppers in, but apparently in anime logic you can't do that. It's like this magical force that keeps you from breaking the Beyblade. Anyway, so yeah, the rapid barrage attacks, Chozy Achilles is hitting off, makes the outer ring on Dead Phoenix come off, the armor come off, and you, again, in real life, that'd be a really good thing for the armor to come off. You're like, oh, now the Beyblade's weaker, yay, maybe I can beat him. But in this case, it is not a good thing, because in the anime, Fi uses the Dead Phoenix armor to use his special move, Dead Stinger, and Dead Stinger literally breaks everyone's bay. It's like the special move that destroys everyone. It not only destroys Beyblades, it destroys universes. It doesn't destroy universes. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, so Chozy Achilles is able to hit off the Dead Phoenix armor, and just look at Fi's face when the Dead Phoenix armor comes off. Oh my gosh, like I was saying before, he is so creepy. Just look at that face. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just looking at it. He is ready to deck some kid's dreams. He's ready to break Chozy Achilles. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, after that, Fi uses Dead Stinger. His outer ring goes straight towards Chozy Achilles, and we get this awesome scene with Aiga. Look how cool this scene is. Aiga looks so amazing in the scene, and Aiga uses Chozy Achilles' special move, Chozy Defense, which uses Chozy Defense a lot in this battle, but it's still really cool. And basically what Chozy Defense is the like kind of shield on Chozy Achilles kind of glows, and it gives the Beyblade more defensive power. So yeah, the ring goes straight at Chozy Achilles. Chozy Achilles actually uses his special move. I think this one, there's a lot of special moves. I can't remember all of them. I think this one was Z-Buster. So yeah, the outer ring goes straight to Chozy Achilles. Chozy Achilles uses Z-Buster at the outer ring. Both of them collide, and Chozy Achilles is able to hit the outer ring away, kind of not bursting or whatever and not breaking, which is a very good thing. And then again, we get this awesome scene with Aiga. Like, at the beginning of the series, I was like, how are they gonna make Aiga look cool at all? I hate his design, I hate his personality, I hate his character. But towards the end of the series, episode 50, just look at this scene. Oh my god, Aiga looks so cool. He actually looks so cool. Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Guys, if you haven't seen the episode, go check it out. Anyway, so after that, of course, Fi doesn't give up. He sends Dead Phoenix straight at Chozy Achilles using his stinger attack. He hits the stinger again. I think he called this move double dead stinger, and basically double dead stinger is that after the stinger comes back at him, he just hits it again back towards Chozy Achilles. So it's not really double stinger, it's kind of just like same stinger, but I hit it twice. Whoopee. And I guess twice means double. I don't know, I'm confusing myself. Anyway, so he hits the stinger back at Chozy Achilles, and look at this. Chozy Achilles is just barely able to avoid the outer ring, and it is such a cool scene. Again, I can't make justice to how cool this episode is. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out right now, because it's a really cool episode. Anyway, so the outer ring, even though Aiga was able to avoid the first outer ring coming at him, the outer ring then hits off the wall and ricochets right back at Chozy Achilles, and this time Aiga isn't able to avoid it. Dead Phoenix is coming at Aiga, the outer ring is coming at Aiga, and it looks like Chozy Achilles is gonna get sandwiched between both these Beyblades and inevitably break, just like what happened to Geist Fafnir, just like what happened to Chozy Spriggan. They're just gonna be horrible. Anyway, but Aiga notices this. Look at Aiga's face right here. He is stressed. He's like, I really don't want my Beyblade to break. And instead of freaking out, what Aiga does is he stays calm and he yells at his Beyblade. I guess that's not really staying calm, but he kind of has like a collected mind, and he yells at Chozy Achilles to avoid the attack. And in the end, look at this. Oh my gosh, this scene is amazing. I really like the scene, how it's like a black void and just the Beyblade parts going at each other. And so yeah, he yells at Chozy Achilles, and it gets revealed that Chozy Achilles was able to barely avoid the attack. Basically what happened was Chozy Achilles barely managed to avoid the collision, and they got hit by the explosion and sent out of the stadium. So yeah, after that, they're about to start their third battle, and before they start their third battle, Aiga just powers up. Look at the scene right here. There's like a bunch of glowing stuff going on. He's focused. He's like, I'm ready to beat this Phi guy, destroy the Dead Phoenix that not only broke Chozy Spriggan and broke Geist Fafnir. I mean, granted, it's not really that big of a deal since Shu kind of just made another Chozy Spriggan the next day, but like, whatever. I mean, it's still kind of a big deal, I guess. I still don't get that. Like, what's the big deal about breaking your Bey if you can literally just go and buy or make another Beyblade the next day? Like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's kind of like in real life. When Jake breaks my Beyblades, I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. I'll just order one on Amazon now. Like, come on, they get so emotional, but it's not really, you shouldn't be that emotional. Anyway, so yeah, Aiga powers up for his third battle. He turns Super Saiyan. Of course, that's Aiga's signature thing, turning Super Saiyan. So Aiga turns Super Saiyan. Phi sees Aiga turn Super Saiyan, he gets pumped, and Phi himself turns Super Saiyans. So it's like we got this dual Super Saiyan battle. We got, on one hand, we have Goku, aka Aiga, and on the other hand, we have Vegeta, aka Phi, and they go at it with their aura. Their auras are kind of like spinning like Beyblades and hitting each other, and while they're hitting each other, Phi is able to break out of the Super Saiyan or turn off his Super Saiyan mode, and when he does that, he encounters Chozy Achilles, at least the avatar of Chozy Achilles. And basically what happens in this scene is that Aiga kind of has a discussion with Chozy Achilles, and Chozy Achilles is basically giving him a prep talk. Chozy Achilles is like, you got this, man, go defeat this Phi guy, he's evil and stuff, he broke Beyblades, try to beat him or something. So yeah, and then it ends with Aiga jumping off a cliff to give Chozy Achilles a fist pump, which is really stupid. Why would you jump off? Imagine if it's just like his imagination and he jumps off a cliff to give Chozy Achilles a fist pump. He just like falls to his inevitable doom and dies. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's pretty dark. Anyway, so after that, he kind of cuts out of that dream sequence into another dream sequence, or maybe not another dream sequence. Maybe this is reality where there's just fire around. Maybe like while he was with Chozy Achilles, someone like set a fire in the stadium, and there's just fire everywhere, and everyone's like running out of the stadium while Phi's just there looking, or Phi and Aiga, they're just looking at their Beyblades, and the firemen are yelling at them like, kids, get out of here, the building's on fire, but they're just so focused in the Beyblade battle that they don't notice the giant fire that's going on. I'm obviously joking. This is kind of like another dream sequence. Anyway, so during the sequence, of course, there's fire all around Aiga, just for aesthetic effect, to make it more intense, I guess, and we get to see kind of a flashback of all the things Aiga's been through. The time when he first got his first Beyblade, Chozy, when he first got Z Achilles, his first Chozy Beyblade, the time where Z Achilles broke, to the time where he repaired Chozy Achilles, and the new Chozy Achilles avatar came out, and it's just so awesome. Just thinking about it, I mean, granted, I didn't really enjoy my way through the season of Chozy. I was kind of like bashing most of it. I was like, God, this series sucks. I really wish to go back to the dual layer and God days. But towards the end, like right now, I'm so hyped for Chozy. Chozy's actually so good. I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm really looking forward to next episode. Anyway, so after he cuts out of this fire dream sequence, he powers up. He's like, alright, Fi, I'm ready to destroy you. Let's go, Chozy Achilles. Let's beat this Fi guy. His energy goes through his arm into his launcher, which is really cool. This really reminds me of the time we first saw Volt. If you guys weren't around back then, the first preview for Beyblade Burst, the anime, Volt had like the same exact pose, and you could see the same exact energy going through his arm into his launcher, which is really cool. It's a really cool scene. Anyway, Fi decides to do the same thing, and they get ready for the battle. They both launch their Beyblades, and of course, Chozy Achilles' unburstable wings come out, because if Chozy Achilles' unburstable wings didn't come out, then Aiga would basically just lose the battle. The Beyblade would break, and the battle would be over, Fi would win, and that just wouldn't be cool. Anyway, so yeah, both Beyblades are in the stadium, and Fi immediately starts it off with a what was it called? I think it's like dead counter. He starts it off with a dead counter, goes straight at Chozy Achilles. Chozy Achilles fires back with Z Buster, and they both collide in the stadium, and this collision causes Dead Phoenix's armor to go flying off, which again, good thing for Fi, not so good for Aiga, because Fi can use the outer ring to kind of just destroy Aiga. You know what? That should be a strategy. Why hasn't anyone done that? Just not hit. Just instead of hitting Fi and trying to get a burst finish, why don't you just go around the Beyblade? So like you out stamina it or something, like you have more stamina, like tornado stalling. Put something like an Excel driver, just go around the Beyblade and wait for the Beyblade in the middle to run out of stamina, and then hit it so you don't burst the outer ring, and so the outer ring doesn't go against you or whatever. I don't know. Beyblade logic, don't worry about this anime logic. Anyway, so yeah, the outer ring comes off, Fi powers up, and we get this amazing scene. Look at this scene. This looks like a scene from like a theme song. It looks so cool. We get this scene where Fi powers up with gold all around him, and it looks so cool. He commands Dead Phoenix to use Dead Stinger. Dead Stinger goes straight at Chozy Achilles. Of course, Aiga also powers up and uses his special move, which is Chozy Defense. So he uses Chozy Defense. He's able to block Dead Stinger, throw it away, because of course Chozy Defense, its defense is higher than Dead Stinger's impact, so he's able to block that. Then Fi, oh my gosh, this scene's so amazing. Look, Fi's eyes just appear in the middle of the screen. He summons Dead Phoenix to use Dead Stinger again, hits the outer ring straight at Chozy Achilles one more time, and then we get this awesome scene with Fi. Just look at his face right here. Oh my gosh, he is so creepy, but at the same time, it's so cool. Like, he looks so relaxed. Like, he has no expression in his face. He's like, you're dead. Anyway, so yeah, he sends the Phoenix armor straight at Chozy Achilles, and we get this kind of symbolized in a form of a cloud version of Dead Phoenix going straight at Chozy Achilles, the avatar version, and it makes this giant explosion, and Chozy Achilles is sent straight up into the sky, guys, straight up into the air. Phoenix and the outer ring go straight at him, going for I think it's called the Dive Dead Stinger. So it looks like Chozy Achilles is going to be hit. Of course, Aiga really can't do anything about it because he's in the air. He can't even use his special move. So it looks like the inevitable is about to happen, and Fi and Phoenix are gonna hit Dead, or I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been talking for a while now. Anyway, so it looks like Fi and its outer ring are going to hit Chozy Achilles, and not only burst it, but break it. And at this moment, just look at Aiga's face. He is just like, there's no expression in it. He's worried. He is so scared that his Beyblade's gonna break. No, he's not even scared. He's just speechless. He has no idea what's happening. And also, look at Fi's face when this is about to happen. He is, oh my gosh, he looks like a clown. He looks so creepy. Look at that smile. Oh my gosh, he's so evil. And like everyone in the audience is freaking out. They're like, oh no. No, wait, I take that back. Everyone in the audience besides Shu is freaking out. Look at Shu, he's so calm. I don't even know what's happening there. Why is Shu calm? I guess Beyblade's about to break, and Shu has like no worry in the world. I bet it's because she's like, oh, if your Beyblade breaks, your dad literally makes Beyblade, so he can just make you another one. He's thinking logically, while everyone else is freaking out that Fi's about to destroy Aiga's Beyblade. Anyway, so at this moment, it seems like time stopped for a second for Aiga, and he sees his Beyblade in the air about to get destroyed, and at this moment, I guess he kind of unlocks this secret power, and he unlocks Super Saiyan 2, guys! You know how at the beginning of the episode, his hair went up in Super Saiyan 1? Now he unlocks Super Saiyan 2! Literally, guys, he literally unlocked Super Saiyan 2 because his hair changed from a red color to like an orange fiery color. So yeah, because Aiga unlocked this new Super Saiyan 2 power, he's able to, power up Chozi Achilles into Chozi defense in mid-air and is able to block both the Dead Hades armor and Dead Hades Beyblade himself. The armor actually falls out of the stadium, which is definitely a good thing for Aiga because that means Fi can't use Dead Stinger anymore and break Aiga's Beyblade, although maybe he'll find another way to break it, I don't know. Anyway, so after that, Fi commands Dead Phoenix to jump straight up in the air. Dead Phoenix goes straight into the air and is about to use his special move on Aiga, and before this happens, Fi powers up for one last time, and it's this really cool scene. Oh my gosh, guys, this scene is amazing. It teleports, or seemingly teleports Fi and Aiga to like space, to like this galaxy, and in this galaxy, Fi just creates this giant lava kind of ball thing. You know what? Enough with the Dragon Ball references. This is totally Frieza. Why does Fi totally look like Frieza? You know how Frieza, before he destroyed the Saiyan planet, he like made this giant ball of like magma or lava and throws it straight at the planet? That is basically what Fi is doing right now. With the one finger too, he's in the same exact pose as Frieza. There's way too many like Dragon Ball references in this episode. First, Aiga turns Super Saiyan, then Aiga turns Super Saiyan 2, then Fi throws like this giant planet destroying ki blast. It's crazy. Like, Fi is Frieza, and Aiga is Goku. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so yeah, Fi throws this giant ball of magma straight towards Aiga, and this is supposed to represent, Dead Phoenix going straight down and hitting Chozi Achilles. So yeah, Dead Phoenix goes straight down, hits Chozi Achilles. It's this really intense scene. Both bladers are screaming, but of course, Aiga, with his base spirit, is able to get out of that situation because the Beyblade, Chozi Achilles tilts slightly and is able to move out of Dead Phoenix's way. And then, of course, we get this awesome scene where Aiga seemingly just summons Chozi Achilles. He's like, come here, pet. Come here, Chozi Achilles. He brings out his dog whistle, Chozi Achilles appears, and he grabs towards the ground, and he pulls out this giant sword. And this is really reminiscent of, remember the dream sequence that Shu had in the Beyblade Burst God series, where he went down and he pulled out the giant Spriggan axe? That is basically what Aiga did right here, except he pulled out the, Chozi Achilles sword. So yeah, after that, we get this amazing scene where Aiga rushes towards Fi, and then transforms into Chozi Achilles, or Chozi Achilles' avatar, and slices right through Dead Phoenix, and in the end, Aiga is able to burst Dead Phoenix and win the battle. And just look at Fi. When Aiga does this, Fi, it looks like he's literally just falling apart. His skin is literally like ripping. It is crazy, and it's such an intense moment. It's so awesome. So yeah, in the end, Aiga is able to burst Dead Phoenix and win the battle. Now that's basically the end of the episode. I really didn't care for the rest of the episode. That was the main point, and that was super awesome. That was super intense, and I guess I'll just explain what happens the rest of the episode. Basically, what happens the rest of the episode is that Fi meets up with Hearts, and they have like this brotherly discussion and brotherly fight, and then Volt promises to battle Aiga, and that seems to be what's gonna happen in the final episode of Beyblade Burst Cho-Z. The final episode of Beyblade Burst Cho-Z, guys, is gonna be a battle between Cho-Z Achilles versus Cho-Z Valkyrie. I'm so excited. Anyway, so yeah, that was basically the whole entire episode. Overall, that was a lot of talking. That was like 25 minutes of talking, guys. I'm sorry if I bored you, but overall, it was such a good episode. Again, if you haven't checked it out, which you should have checked it out because I've told you to check it out, like, at least once every 5 minutes during this episode review. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out because it's a really good episode, and I'm really looking forward to the last episode of Beyblade Burst Cho-Z, because after episode 51, we get introduced to the new series of Beyblade Burst Gotchi, and the new main character with Ace Rock Grand Dragon, and it's gonna be super awesome. I really hope Aiga makes a return. I really hope Shu makes a return, mostly. Yeah, Shu definitely needs to show up in the Beyblade Burst GT series. We definitely need, like, a GT version of Cho-Z's freaking, oh my god, that'd be amazing. Although, maybe it won't have the unburstable gimmick, because, of course, Slash Valkyrie did not have the the unburstable gimmick for some reason. To me, Slash Valkyrie is kind of a downgrade from Cho-Z Valkyrie, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think Slash Valkyrie is a downgrade from Cho-Z Valkyrie? That's what I think. God, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, so yeah, that was my episode review of episode 50. Overall, it was a super hype episode. It was crazy seeing Fi lose. It was crazy seeing Fi be so creepy. It was crazy seeing Aiga pull that W, that Fortnite win. Anyway, see you guys later. If you guys want more episode reviews, leave a like and I might do some more in the future. And yeah, have a nice day. LeftBurst out.